I am just in survival mode today. As a manager, what can you do if your employee says that to you? Watch this video for some tips that you can take away in minutes. When you're a manager, how you react in situations that deeply impact employees' lives can make a huge difference. A UKG study from 2023 showed that managers can have even more of an impact on employees' health than their doctor or their therapist. It can be roughly on par with that employee's spouse or partner, if they're married or have a partner. That can feel really daunting as a manager, like, oh, I have this impact on their health. But it can also be a privilege because you're a person that employee is looking to, and they're coming to you at a point in their life. Maybe it's work stress, maybe it's personal stress, but whatever it is, they're reaching out to you. And so as a first step, know that as a manager, when your employees are telling or showing you that they're going through something, whatever that is, know that that means at the very least that they believe or hope that you can help them. They're looking to you, and what they want from you can vary. And so know that it's a good thing, even as a manager where you can think, I don't know what to do in a situation. There's no right answer. There's no magic potion, but there are different options of what you can say. So know that when someone's coming to you and they're vocalizing that or showing that, that's a huge step to show that you're on the right path. So the next is whatever that looks like. When an employee comes to you, they may be saying things like literally, I'm in the weeds, or I'm in survival mode. Or they may be saying, oh, it's a snow day and my kids are home and I just don't know how to get through the day. Whatever that looks like, again, whether it's work or personal, one of the first questions, especially if it's more personal, is to give them an option back and say, I'm absolutely here for you, but also I want you to know, if you just want to vent and you just want me to listen, I'm here for you. If you want me to talk through and give you, okay, here are some ways and things that we can do to help you today or other days, then I'm here for you as well. But I want you to know that if you just need a listening ear, I can be that for you. I can also be here to talk about different ways that I can help to make your life easier. But I want you to have that choice because sometimes in life, we don't always have that person that we can just vent to. So that's something that you can say to that employee to give them that choice so that they know at times someone just wants a listening ear, especially if it's just something personal or a frustration. So giving them options about what that can look like. The third is, again, as a manager, you having this impact. You have this role where there's things that need to get done. You're expected to help employees get to those, but also what you're trying to do is not just accomplish the to-do list for every day. As a manager, some of that is thinking about the strategy, meaning that employees, if they feel like, when they're going through something that they're alone, they don't have support internally, then that can lead to even really good employees, like one isolated moment where someone's kids are home from school and their manager says like, well, you need to be able to figure out childcare because this has to be your priority during the workday. And the employee may think, but I don't have options. I don't have backup childcare. And so thinking about some of that and empathizing with employees in those moments, that can make some good employees think, well, I'm going to go look elsewhere. And so when you think as a manager, that you're not just trying to have that to-do list. It's not just the days that matter, but it is retention and engagement, meaning your employees, how long they stay, how they feel about their work. And so that initial reaction matters a lot. So again, if you're talking to the employee and you're asking, do you want a sounding board or do you want a listening ear or sounding board? I'm happy to help. But some of it as a manager, is remembering that it is more than just the days and the moments. And in very few workplaces are there such emergencies that things have to be jumped on by that employee at that point in time. Oftentimes it's a matter of just having that perspective. And that's something that you can give to employees. And saying, right now, like the snow days, it can be a helpful example because literally this week, a number of different places, especially in the US, are going through this. But people can feel like, oh, how am I supposed to balance this and just get everything done? Or maybe someone's sickness and they're not feeling well and they literally just cannot work today. When people feel like they have to carry through no matter what's going on in their personal life, they're not likely having the work that's going to get to those results that you're looking for, even if you're not focused on them individually. But so helping that employee know, yes, there's day by day, but you're thinking beyond just today. And so telling that employee, okay, today is a day. All of us at times have a day. If you're not feeling well, if you have unexpected things come up, we can manage around that. If there are absolutely urgent things, I'm happy to help. If there's colleagues that are available, or if it's just a matter of we need to tell someone it's going to be a couple days, and talking about that. Because as a manager, you can help those expectations. Sometimes employees can feel really constrained and constricted that they have to have something done today just because everybody's expecting it. But if things can get pushed, again, often a day or two isn't really going to matter. So telling people, do what you can, and if you can't make this, we can figure things out. And so thinking about some of those practical things, like what do you have today? Like what are you worried about not getting done today? And asking that to the employee. And so having that can be helpful in reminding them, again, you'll get through the day and focus on what matters. So if that's their personal, if you're not feeling well, look, you're not going to get the work done anyway, but how's that going to help? And even framing that in a way and saying, what kind of manager would tell an employee, like, just push through? Saying, I've been in that situation, and it can be hard when you don't know what's expected of you or you feel like you have to carry on. But I'm here to tell you that it's okay, and it's really important to focus on your health and not put that second, because then nothing is going to be first. So as a manager, thinking about some of these and providing that perspective to that employee. So in those moments is stopping, giving that reassurance to the employee, giving them options about what you can be, like just vent, or let's talk about it. And literally talking about the near term and things that you can do or you can cover. And also how you can help them if they have like a cross-functional, meaning things with like another department, and they're worried about like, oh, how's this going to come up? Saying things come up. It's okay. We will figure this out. And so showing that partnership in the near term. And a lot of these lessons can be helped as well if, not today, because everything's not possible today, but thinking about these things with your team overall and painting that picture when things are going well and you're not in the middle, or employees aren't in the middle of such a matter of stress. If, everyone's not trying to balance a snow day or there's some sickness rampant in the team, but backing up, and even if right now it seems like a cluster, like in a couple weeks or so, is telling the team and saying, in our team meeting, I know there's things that can happen, like weather, illness related, things like that, and we're just not feeling up to it. What can we do and how can we improve so that one of these things happen, then you feel like we have more support, and what can we do proactively to prepare for that as a team? So that's a next step that you can do, a week or two later, and put it into that language to say, because I never want anyone to feel sick, but also feel like you have to come and get through your whole to-do list when you're feeling like 0%. And so having that, postmortem or conversation with the team can be helpful as a reflection to plan strategically moving forward if you feel like in any moment it hasn't gone as well. So again, just remembering how that can feel, the difference if you're going through something and how your manager reacts can make something more bearable or more terrible, as I like to say, because who doesn't like a rhyme? But just remembering that. And oftentimes it's just listening to someone, asking questions, and then helping to cover what's possible, and also reminding everyone involved that we are all human and life isn't going to go fully according to plan. So if you have situations like that where someone's just right now in a temporary, fluster or things going on, work-wise or professional, those are strategies that can help. In future videos, I'll talk more about if someone is going through a real life challenge and the things that you can do and understanding what resources that they have. But for this, the all too common occurrence of when people wake up and it's a snow day or they had a temperature spike overnight, how you can react in that moment and be that manager that everybody deserves, even if they've never had that in their career. If you like the tips in these videos, check out my Manager 101 certification course. This is a broader course that covers a lot of the fundamentals of management. Either individual managers can take this, or for organizations, I have packages so that managers can get on the same page and learn the fundamentals to be more autonomous in situations and be those managers that everybody on the team deserves. Check it out in the description. I'm happy to set up a call if that's something your organization is interested in.